in the first place, what makes a child more vulnerable, and where it begins. So, how common is bullying really? Is it a rare crisis or is it something that most children experience?
While there is great variation on location, dependent on location and region, and all kinds of different factors that influence, overall, it is recognized that it is a global health issue. 1 in 3 children experiencing one or more type bullying incident in the month before. And then it's 1 in 13 children who have experienced 6 or more types of bullying or bullying incidents in the month before. It is significant. It is significant. That does impact. And we're talking, when we talk globally, all over the world, that children are, again, to varying degrees, but the fact that it is happening all over the world is very much what makes it a global health issue. That we are seeing these consequences. And I think that also, as these studies come about, we'll continue to see things and we'll continue to see results, because sometimes it can take years before we fully can understand sort of the impacts and exactly how far and wide this goes.
What boys and girls are experiencing, boys are more likely to experience this traditional direct physical bullying, while girls are more prone to be involved in direct verbal and indirect, like appearance based bullying. There are differences in age, as you mentioned before, with the importance of DEI programs. There are children who are gender nonconforming that are at a higher risk. You and I, we've talked about this before as well, that children who are neurodivergent might be particularly at risk as well. And, I mean, there's a multitude of things that children can be bullied for, unfortunately. Then we have the things that we might think of traditionally, appearance, race, religion, socioeconomic status. Now, today, even migration status. I mean, I think that's been something that's been kind of a hot topic all throughout history, but especially right now as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And religion, I mean, all kinds yeah, like you said, all kinds of things fall with under the difference and make children more prone, yeah, to be victims of bullying. And absolutely, as you mentioned, I know, where does it start? I briefly said before, you know, often it does start at home. Generally, again, children, when they're young, they're soaking up everything in their environment, and it does start at home. Home is the first place. Home is the first teacher. And that is where they initially will start to be exposed to incidents of bullying. And then from there, obviously makes it more likely that they themselves then will carry out the bullying. And that's a lot of times where we talk about the bully victims, right? They are bullying at school, but often it's also because they are victims of bullying at home, whether it be from a sibling, which in the article points out that is actually kind of quite prevalent, that a lot of parents don't recognize, and that is kind of can be a good start and foundation of that bullying. And then the one who is already a victim at home will likely be a victim at school as well.
Thank you for listening to the Willow Kids podcast.